My bad. Wrong intro. But we'll try to fix that right now. Greetings and salutations, my dear friend. How are you today?
What is up, brother? I'm not doing bad. Other than the Knicks losing, I'm doing okay.
Yeah, I had it was a long day, man. I had to go upstate. I got summoned up to headquarters, so I literally just got home like maybe 50 minutes ago, like 7:10. I got home, and
Wow.
I'm beat. But a lot of hours on the road. It rains a little bit, and all of a sudden, like everybody forgets how to drive.
Yeah, it's been bad this week for traffic.
Yeah, so I know. Well, I got stuck all Jersey traffic, like
Yeah.
literally, like from what is it? Exit 15 that takes you down 17 North, 287, and all that shit.
Yeah.
Just like traffic forever. And what the hell? Like I stopped at a gas station for 5 seconds, and I was like, oh, I'll get gas in Jersey. It'll be cheaper. Fucking $3.45 for gas. I was like, what are they fucking high? I got like $20 and moved on with my life.
Where the hell was that?
Where the hell was that? Seriously.
That was somewhere in somewhere off 287.
That's crazy.
Like up there, 287. Like
I know they raised the taxes in Jersey, but it's not that bad. I paid the other day like $280.
No.
It might.
I want to say I was going to say I want to say last week when I was in Jersey I paid $298, and then this week when I went to Costco I think it was like $306.
Well, I just paid $299 in Staten Island at Costco.
Yeah, like $290s around what I paid recently.
Well, but up by my headquarters upstate, they pay like $315, and I'm like, "What are you guys doing wrong up here?"
It's crazy.
I love when people in California talk shit, and it's like, yeah, it's like $7 a gallon of gas. Shut up.
I remember when I visited California, we rented a car, and we did Costco. We went to the Costco to get a little break on the gas, but yeah, it was like $5 a gallon back. I mean, that was in 2017, but still $5 a gallon. I was like, Jesus Christ.
You know what's pretty funny? Speaking about gas, I was just in Scotland and Ireland. Me and my father took a trip, little boys trip. We went golfing with my cousin and my uncle in Scotland, St. Andrews, and then we went to Ireland. Me and my dad. I just bounced around the country for 3 days, golfed a little bit, saw the sights, but when you rent a car over there, they don't bang you over the head if you bring it back. Like, they're like, oh, yeah, you can either gas it up or we can fill it for you. And it's like, okay, how much more expensive are you than, the people down the block? They were like, we're the same price. Why? Like, confused by the question. I'm like, oh, the last time I rented a car in Orlando, it was like, oh, if you bring it back, it's like $7 a gallon. Like, what the fuck? So that's the one thing that, like, it was expensive to rent the car over there, but they were like, why would somebody do that to you and jack up the price? That's just ridiculous. It's like, oh, yeah, American greed.
No, if you think about it, then you have to use an employee to go fill up the gas tank. So, like, now you have to pay the employee.
They have pumps on site.
Yeah, they have pumps on site.
Yeah.
I've never seen that.
Yeah. I literally passed the pumps when I pulled up.
Oh, it's in Orlando?
No, like in Scotland and Ireland and stuff.
Oh, well, that makes sense. I'm saying is in America though. I don't think I've ever seen gas station at the rental.
Yeah, spot. they do. It's not going to be a traditional gas station, but it might be tanked in or something like that. But they definitely have gas pumps on site.
Yeah, they definitely didn't have that in Arkansas. They definitely didn't have that in Kansas.
That's a little different. Orlando is, I think, it might be the number one rent-a-car place in the world.
That sounds pretty. That sounds fair. I think that's fair. Oh, they don't have that. They damn sure don't have that shit in Puerto Rico. where they sell gas by the liter.
Well,
Puerto
just
Rico,
say,
I don't know what they're doing.
I enjoy going to
Orlando.
islands that I just rent a moped and call it a day. It's like they're like, yeah, don't drink and drive. It's like, oh, is that illegal? It's like, no, you'll die. It's like, oh, all right.
Too many mountains in Puerto Rico for fucking mopeds. Fuck that.
When I went to Orlando, me and my brother just rented a car for the day, and all they had was electric. And they're like, we weren't driving far with it, so we were like, whatever. They're like, oh, we'll charge it for you. I'm like, oh, cool. Like when I come back and return, they're like, yeah, it's $80 for us to fill it up, no matter where it is in the gauge of the battery. So I was like, yeah, I'll just do it. No, I'm like, forget it. I'll just stop at a place, charge it. It was like $5 to charge. We like barely, we said 10% of the battery.
Convenience.
It was like $5, and I was like, yeah, just saving myself $75.
At my headquarters, they have the plugs for free. If I'm paying any attention to it, there's plugs in front of my headquarters. I'm fairly certain they're free.
Usually,
yeah, but I think when you park like in a parking garage, you got to pay for the.
Yeah, no, I got that. I'm just saying, it's like I was like, oh, maybe I should get an electric car just so I can go to fucking headquarters every so often and just fill up for free.
Well, with sanitation, you need like to scan a fob. Like there's like a pass that comes with the key, so you just like scan it in, and then you can charge your car. Obviously, you can scan your pass and then charge, whatever car you want. But it's definitely not free. Like the city would 100% fire you for stealing $3 worth of electric from them.
Oh, I have no idea. All I know is my boss shows up at his Tesla and plugs that shit in every day.
Allegedly. About to get that man
Just
fired.
in case. Just because he's not supposed to.
But yeah, I was at the Yankee game yesterday.
Yeah.
That being said,
Well, I was saying that's why.
He just cut you off. He just cut you off at the promo, Rook. This bullshit.
No, it's fine. I was gonna say that's why you're tired, because you had a late night with the Yankee game and probably took you 3 hours to get home.
no, I got home stupid fast. Like
Oh, really?
Meredith was like, "How'd you
Weeknight,
get back so fast?" I was home by like 11 o'clock.
Week 9 against Texas Rangers. I mean, Friday night last week against the Mets, I was.
No, it was. You know what it was? Is nobody came to the game because of the weather.
Oh, that's true. Yeah, that's true.
The stadium was pretty empty last night, but it was raining. It was cold. It was windy as shit last night.
Today's game was empty. It was 12:35 in the afternoon.
A getaway day
for a rainy day. Like no one's going.
It was probably a getaway day for the Rangers, or maybe
That's why it was 12:35.
Or it might have been a getaway day for the Yankees.
Well, the Yankees are going to Colorado, so
there
yeah,
it is. That's why.
Yeah,
because the home team determines what time the game starts.
Yeah. But no, I'm just saying 12:35 in the city with rain.
Right. Oh, it was a miserable day today. Everywhere. It rained all day.
Yeah, it was.
But yesterday's game was fun. Jason Dominguez with the walk-off homer in the bottom of the ninth.
No, it's funny. I didn't realize that was their first walk-off home run since 2022.
Yeah.
That's pretty insane. That's a long time. Like usually you get one.
It was
none at all.
It was a good game. And you know what the funny thing is? You see a lot of Yankee fans on Twitter talking about the game before it happened, and they were like, it's DeGrom versus what's his face? Not Farquaad.
No, it was wasn't it Will Warren?
No. It was DeGrom versus Yarborough.
Yarborough, that's right, Yarborough.
So I was like Farquaad. No, it's Yarborough. Yeah.
Yarborough.
It was DeGrom versus Yarborough. And
right.
I don't know how TJ's on twice, but TJ's on twice.
Well, looks like he got kicked off.
So
yeah, my shit got all weird.
So and a lot of Yankee fans were like, "Oh, DeGrom's versus Yarborough. Why would I even watch that game?" Like really? So you just quit before because everybody knows that Jacob DeGrom is known for being like a winner.
Yeah.
And they're like, "Oh, what are you talking about? He's a great pitcher." You're right. Doesn't fucking win many games. I'll tell you that right now. The guy could have like a 1 ERA for his career. He does not fucking win. Like,
yeah.
You're talking about wins and losses. The man does not walk away with a lot of wins. He played for the Mets for so many years with no wins.
No run support to help him, so he
no run support. It's the same thing now, except now it's in Texas instead of being in New York.
Yeah,
it's tax free.
And the one year
version of the fucking bullshit.
But the 1 year he didn't play was 1 year they had an offense and they won a championship.
It's like Don Mattingly. The guy, it could just be that the guy was bad luck. I don't know what to tell you. Like, it's sad to say, but it could be true.
he's considered a World Series champion because he was on that team, but he didn't play at all. He got injured really early on.
What team?
The Rangers.
Who?
DeGrom.
Oh, I thought you were talking about Don Mattingly. I was like, the fuck are you talking about?
No, I'm talking about DeGrom.
Don Mattingly wasn't on any team that won a World Series.
No. No, I'm saying DeGrom. Like technically is a world champion.
All they needed was for him to get injured for them to fucking win.
Yeah, and then once again, they're not really that great of a team. But I think they're on the 500 now because the Yankees swept them. But Yankees won again today. Rode on very well. A little 1-0 game. Nice
sweep. And I think you tweeted out that nice little moment. Clark Schmidt's dad, Colonel Dwight Schmidt, not to be confused with Mr. Dwight Schrute, threw out the first pitch of the game to his son. And that was kind of cool.
He didn't know. Did you see earlier? I didn't post that.
I didn't. I was at work, man. I didn't catch the game.
So no, I didn't want. I caught it all on Twitter. I wasn't watching the game either because it was working. But they apparently had like 5 Marines. I think he's a Marine. Is that what it was? I think he was a Marine. Yeah. And they had 5 Marines standing in a line, and the guy behind them, with like glasses on, a hat, and like couldn't really see who it is.
And beard.
He shook all 5 Marines' hands. Then afterwards, once they introduced to the last guy, it was his father. He didn't know his father was going to be there, so it was one of those cool moments. And then he got to catch the first pitch from his dad, so it was a pretty cool moment the Yankees did.
That's cute. That's cute. Yeah. My dad was a Marine. I'm not a Major League Baseball player, but to each their own.
You should get your dad recognized as the veteran of the game next time we go.
I should have went because it was me, Mickey, and my dad. All 3 of us could have been the veteran of the game.
Yeah, you guys should have.
That would have been a story. I'll tell you what. No, I hate that shit. Honestly, I'm gonna be honest with you. I hate that shit.
You get to see get facing the screen. You get to see.
I don't hate it for I don't hate it for the people that are being recognized. Like for me personally, like I don't like the.
You don't like the attention.
I don't like the attention. Yeah, which is weird for me to say. Like I don't like attention, but I really don't like.
You love attention. You're a liar.
I really don't. It's so awkward. I'm that person that awkwardly smiles when people fucking like if I get awards or something like that at work, or I got like when I got promoted and you're just standing there by yourself and everybody's clapping and you're just like awkward smile. Like it's just weird.
Yeah, you'll walk up to strangers and just be like, high five. And it's like, we're in New York City. Nobody high fives anybody. You get punched in the head.
Wait, hold on. I can do one-on-one, like attention one-on-one. To have 50 people fucking clapping just for you and you're the only person not clapping is so weird.
That is that's weird.
I've got a round of applause in a fucking men's room before, okay, guy? Relax.
That's right.
Sometimes the Taco Bell hits, you fucking let it rain, and like 4 guys are like, wow, let's go. And you're just like, I need help.
But yeah, the game yesterday was a good game. Clay Bellinger with a home run, Jason Dominguez with a home run to win it. A little walk-off action. That was fun to be there and witness that. And he hit it, and I was like, that's fun.
He took it that ball. I was going to say, dude, he took like a freaking cut.
That was a big boy swing for sure.
The best part you were watching the game on TV, like they were like in mid conversation, and then all of a sudden everyone.
By the way,
it was awesome.
So was I turned to my uncle and I said something to him. I don't know what I said. I think I said something like the Knicks are up by 16, and don't get me. And then I heard crack, and I was like, "That's gone." I didn't even look. I was like, "That's gone." It was like that scene in Major League Back to the Minors where he just hears downtown hit the ball, and he's looking down and he hears the noise and he looks up and goes, "It's gone." That was me. I was like, Knicks are up by 16. Bang, that's gone.
That game Bellinger, you said.
Sorry, Rook. I was going to say Nick confused me one time at a men's league game. I crushed a shot, but I'm not a home run hitter. I'm a line drive hitter. I crushed a ball to straight center field. And I just started digging to first, like, oh, fuck, I try to get a double out of this. And Nick goes, "Get out." And I'm like, I slowed up to look, and it hit off the top of the fence. I'm like, fuck. Like, I literally like, oh, what am I digging for? If it's just gone, like, I got to enjoy this moment. So I slowed up, and I watched it, like, hit, like, halfway up the fence. I'm like, fuck.
I was not saying it was gone. I was encouraging the ball to get out.
Yeah. Yeah, no, I was going to say before we said Bellinger home run last night, his 15 game hit streak finally came to an end today. But I mean, he's been hot. I mean, he's been hitting the ball really well, which is nice because he started off really slow after a really hot spring. So hopefully this is signs of good things to come, and he could be a solid bat behind Judge. It'd be awesome.
So we didn't get a chance to talk about it. Well, it hadn't happened, but now that the Subway part 1 of the Subway series is done, there's a lot of Mets fans that are going to be like, no, it's not true. It's not true. It seems pretty true that the fucking Soto doesn't want to be there. Nobody can explain why he's not doing his shuffle. It is literally the logo on his equipment and he's not doing it. It would be like Michael Jordan not dunking.
It is strange. It feels like he really just took the most money because I think his family was like, listen, that's a lot of money. Take it. And it wasn't about, am I going to be happy here? I'll figure it. I'll be happy. I'm making $100 million.
The whole money thing was bullshit because the truth of the matter is, when was the last time you saw Juan Soto in a commercial?
No, you don't.
Right. If he played for the Yankees, you would, because I see fucking Aaron Judge in Pepsi commercials and Ralph Lauren commercials all the fucking time.
It's true. And
he's on fucking Paw Patrol and shit.
Listen,
and people sit there and be like, oh, it's because Soto doesn't speak English. Bullshit, because Ohtani don't speak English either. And he's fucking everywhere.
I think he honestly thought when he was coming back, I don't think he thought he was getting that kind of reaction from the Yankee fans. I think he was going to be like, I sent you guys to a World Series. Maybe that was enough to get it over. I was at the game Friday night. I didn't boo him because I'm like, it's just stupid. He was a mercenary. We knew what he was. We knew he wasn't. He knew there was a chance he wasn't coming back. He helped us get to a World Series. We didn't win it, but that's what his job was. He did it.
Dude,
and
he was electric. He was an electric player for us.
He was just for a year. You know what I mean?
Right.
The 1 year, it wasn't more than that. So I'm not that upset. That's like when that's like Boo and Andrew McCutchen coming back because he paid 4 months to the Yankees. What are you doing? It's a rental, basically. You're not gonna get mad at a guy who's a rental. So he signed somewhere else. Does it suck? It's across town. I mean, I don't even want to say it's a rival because it's the Mets. It's always been just they're the Mets. Well, they're not really Yankee rival. They're just because they're in the same town.
I don't hate the Mets. I hate Met fans.
Yeah, I don't hate the Mets at all. I never been like, oh, I can't believe the Mets won today. Oh, I'm so mad. The Yankees, Met fans will literally lose their shit because the Yankees just swept the Texas Rangers. They'll be mad the Yankees just won a series against Texas Rangers. They have no stake in that game whatsoever, but they'll still be mad about it.
I just need Mets fans to be more on par with Jets fans like me, where I'm just like, I don't care what we do, we're doomed. Yeah, and I'm pleasantly surprised if we're not doomed.
Yeah.
I don't sit there and go, yeah, got Justin Fields, we're gonna win all year now. That's bullshit. That's crazy. Crazy like that.
When Soto signed, I mean, they were cheering the championship was already coming down. There's a parade down Broadway for the Mets. And now that he's not I know a lot of Met fans that do not like Soto already, and he's only been in there for we've been 2 months into the season, and they're already this is this is a terrible contract. Shouldn't have signed him.
If it makes them feel any better, he doesn't like them either. That's why he's not playing well.
Yeah, he doesn't like doing that either. He doesn't like the blue and orange.
And honestly, I think it was more of a clout thing. I've always said once you get over a certain dollar amount, you can't spend that much money. So the thing that's driving you to make more money than the guy to your left or to your right is simply so that you can say, I make more money than you, therefore I am better than you. Outside of that, it really doesn't mean anything. So the fact that the Mets were offering him a security detail for his family and a suite for his family and a wardrobe for his mother. His mom was like, take that deal. I want my fucking wardrobe. It means my son's the best there is, the best there was, and the best there ever will be because nobody's ever gotten that shit before. Mm-hmm. And he was probably yeah, but I want to play for the Yankees. I like playing for them better. I like how I feel when I play with them. And we're really arguing over fucking $50 million. I'm making 800 or I'm making 750. We could buy the whole fucking nation of Dominican Republic with the money that I would make from the Yankees or the Mets. We're really quibbling over a fucking wardrobe. And his mom was like, I want my fucking wardrobe, bitch. And he was like, okay, mom.
Too, it's also it's the amount of money that he was being offered in either place. It's unfathomable. You're never going to spend it in your lifetime. You're set either way. You might as well go to the place to make you happy. Look at Aaron Judge. Aaron Judge got offered more money from the Giants. And granted, I think I would be more upset with Aaron Judge if he went to the Giants over the Yankees because he was here for a while and he was a homegrown Yankee. And the fact that he was I just can't. He didn't see himself in a Giants uniform just because he got an extra $15 million. He's it wasn't worth selling my soul and not being a Yankee. I want to be a Yankee. I want to be here. And that's why Aaron Judge is the captain. Everyone loves him.
Good for him. And Met fans are we didn't boo DeGrom when he came back after he signed with the Rangers, blah, 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 blah. Nobody ever did this before. Nobody ever does this. Orioles fans booed Mark Teixeira for the entire time that he was on the Yankees because when he left, Texas, he signed with the Yankees instead of his hometown team. He never even played for the fucking Orioles, and they were mad that he didn't sign with them. Like, he never spent a single day in an Orioles farm team or fucking uniform at all in his life. He was just from the Maryland area, like born and raised in the Maryland area. And all the Orioles fans were like, oh, he has to play for us. He's from here. No, he was a Yankee fan. He's going to play for the Yankees. Like, should I be upset? Like, and they literally booed him every time we played against the Orioles because the hometown kid didn't sign with the hometown team. It was like, dude, he's not from, like, he didn't play for you ever. He, like, other than, like, being a childhood fan, what loyalty does he owe you, like, as a franchise? You know, like, how many players are fucking Yankee fans and never play for the Yankees? A lot. A lot. But they thought that they were going to get the Cole treatment and he was just going to sign with them for less money because he was the hometown favorite or whatever it is. And they booed him for, like, the duration of his career. Every time he went down to Maryland, Teixeira got booed by his fucking neighbors, apparently. But only Yankee fans boo former Yankees that sign with other teams. Like,
yeah, but also too, like, you think about, like, before A-Rod had the whole steroid stuff, A-Rod got booed everywhere because he's like making the most money. Like, any random team would boo A-Rod just because no one wanted to see him, and that's just what it was. I mean,
they were mad that he was getting paid the most money, and he jacked up the prices for their players.
Yeah, and
that's what it came down to. If I get paid more money, right? Like Soto just now, he just got the best contract in baseball, right? Arguably, him somewhere between him and Ohtani, right?
Yeah.
They jacked up the prices for everybody else. Like, everybody else's price just went up a notch because whoever the next big thing, whether it's Jackson Merrill or Jackson Holiday or whoever the next big thing is, when they hit free agency, they have to make more than Soto because Soto's 5 years older than they are.
Yeah.
So every fan of a team that doesn't want to invest, every Oakland fan, every fucking Tampa fan, every Miami fan, every Pittsburgh fan, every Cubs fan, that their team cries poverty despite making millions upon millions of dollars and actually making more money than the rest of the league. And we can go into stories about the Athletics being the most profitable team in baseball. But they're mad because they know they're not going to be able to keep their studs. They're going to end up signing with the Yankees or the Dodgers because Juan Soto and Aaron Judge and Shohei Ohtani just jacked up the price for every team. And then on top of that, they're going to be on teams that are successful. So it's just going to make people pissed off. Like, nobody gets mad at Mike Trout because he was on a team that was a loser. So everybody was like, whatever, he's getting paid the most money, but his team's never going to win. So, like, who gives a shit? But, like, Dodgers or the Yankees do it, or the Mets or the Phillies or even the Red Sox. And everybody's up in arms like, what the fuck? How dare you? Like, when they gave Devers that contract, everybody was mad about it.
Yeah.
It's kind of backfiring now, but, you know, at the time, it made sense.
What's crazy is, if you think about it, it's almost guaranteed that right now somebody playing in Little League ball is about to be, in 10 years, the first $1 billion player.
Yeah.
Like, I guarantee it. We will see it. Somebody's playing Little League right now. We're like 10 years away from somebody being $1 billion.
We're in, like, high school.
Maybe less.
High school. You know what I mean?
Yeah, we could be less. We could be 4 or 5 years
Probably
away.
in junior high. They're probably in junior high.
Junior high, high school, I would say, yeah.
12 and up.
Somebody's about to be a billionaire because they can throw a ball hard or hit an exit velocity that, you know, that's insane. And I think we can all agree that 90% of the time you pretty much have to be touched by God. You have to be blessed. Like, you have to be born like that. You know what I mean? Like, you can't learn to throw a baseball 99, 100 miles an hour. It's not possible. You can't. Right.
You can get incrementally stronger. Like, you know, like you threw 90.
You have gains, but you can't, you know.
You naturally threw 95 and God and like a little hard work and discipline made you throw 98, 100. But you're not going from throwing 70 to throwing 95. That shit ain't happening. If it was, Jamie Moyer would have done that shit. But, you know, sports are cyclical, right? Like, you go through ebbs and flows of sports, where, especially in baseball, where they're effectively changing the game right now to combat these advanced analytics. And anybody that thinks otherwise, like, why do you think they made the bases bigger? To make first base and second base closer together so that they could increase stolen base attempts because people stopped stealing bases. The pitch clock, the reason the games were going to be 4 hours was because guys were throwing max fucking effort every single pitch. And analytics are the ones that told if you throw a fastball as hard as you can every single pitch. And the guys were probably looking at them going like, you do understand that if I throw a fastball max effort every single time, I have to take an extra 45 to a minute in between each pitch, right? And they were like, fine, go ahead. And now there's a rule against it. And what's happening? Guys are blowing out their fucking arms because they're trying to throw max effort with 15 seconds between each pitch. Before they were taking 45 seconds. Manea, a perfect, or not Manea. What's his name? Is it Manea? Not Manea. Manoa.
Oh, yeah. Alec Manoa. Yeah.
Manoa, perfect example. Blew out his arm because he's a fat slob eating chicken McNuggets, and he needed 2 minutes between each pitch to throw 95. If he wasn't going to get that, then he needed to lose weight or something. And that's what happened. And
I don't want to hear
the next step for baseball is they're talking about getting rid of openers.
You're ridiculous.
Which I'm all for. Fuck that opener bullshit. They need to get rid of the whole
creating rules that I hate fucking rules to combat something that's okay in the game. If you want to play an opener, go ahead, go for it. If you want to fucking shift, have fun. It hurts the game because people suck. Like,
no, it hurts the game.
The shift is Mark Teixeira shouldn't be bunting. No, he should. If he bunted 5 times in a fucking row, they wouldn't shift anymore. And I understand that's not what people pay to see, but it's still part of the game. So changing the rules to justify people not being able to fucking hit a dribbler the opposite way is embarrassing as a professional.
No, it's not. Sorry. It's not that they can't do it. It's that they refuse to do it. It has nothing to do with it. The analytics department says, I don't care if you ground out to the second baseman. That's playing short right field. That's the problem. It's got nothing to do with Mark Teixeira can't do it. It's that his analytics.
No, I'm not saying he can't do it. I'm just saying
don't do it.
Yeah, right. I mean, it ruins the game, dude. I'm sorry, but
now baseball.
People can hate on me, but the whole Yankee. I was going to say the whole Yankees depending on the long ball. Every time we get in the playoffs, Yankees depend on the long ball, and it's not there. And you watch the Mets will fucking small ball you, and it develops runs, especially in tight games where, listen, you're facing the best pitchers in the league right now that are fucking honed in and pretty much at their A game, right? Stop swinging for fucking exit velocity and uppercut swings and just get a dribbler fucking seeing eye single. And the Yankees don't do that because the analytics say, no, you swing for a home run every time.
Right. So Major League Baseball is making rules to make that stuff irrelevant.
But it's
the teams aren't going to. The teams like analytics because the owner doesn't know anything about baseball and he likes the charts. The analytics and their fake stats like WAR have charts and he understands charts and bar graphs because he's a businessman. He's not a baseball man. So they like that.
Which is fine, but the viewership is down, and we know why. The viewership is down. There's no denying it.
But the owners are still making money, so they don't give a shit.
People need to stop showing up.
I hate the extra inning ghost man, the man for man that they call him. I hate that. That is the worst thing.
That was a television issue. That wasn't because people were tired of watching 15-inning games. That was because ESPN was getting pissy that fucking Sports Center was supposed to be on at 10 o'clock, and now it's 11:30, and they're not showing Sports Center, so they lost the entire viewership for everybody that was going to watch Sports Center.
Of course.
That's what it came down to. It had nothing to do with fans. It had nothing to do with, I don't want to watch a 19-inning game. It had everything to do with the fact that it fucked up television programming.
But you know what, though? But that sucks for fans who enjoy 19. I used to love staying up till 1 o'clock in the morning watching baseball, the same game, going 20 innings, Yankees, Red Sox, exchanging blows. Red Sox would score 2 in the top of the 15th. Yankees would come back, they'd tie the game in the bottom of the 15th, and we get ourselves in a 16th inning. That was so much fun as a baseball fan. Now that's gone because you have a guy like with Devin Williams earlier this year, when he's already struggling. Now he's got a guy on second, and when he's coming in, that's supposed to be a clean inning for a reliever. And now you can't. You have a guy on second now.
How does it always bothered me that some reliever is getting charged with a runner that he didn't put on base. So he gets the charged run. He
gets charged for letting the run score, but not for his ERA, which is bullshit.
So then that means it's not an earned run.
Yeah, it's not an earned run, but he gets hit with a run.
The batter shouldn't get an RBI.
Yeah, no, exactly. That's what
it's another run. None of it makes sense. The whole thing is retarded.
Makes sense. Because he didn't put the runner there, so therefore you can't put it on him as an earned run, but it'll count as him giving up the run and then getting the loss.
Yeah, it's absolutely ludicrous.
You're just making up rules of baseball just because, once again, the media, was upset about viewership for their other programming, or you have the journalists in the box is annoyed that they're going home at 12 o'clock, 1 o'clock in the morning.
Yeah.
These long games. And it's you cater to them more than the people who watch the actual sport.
Yeah.
Which is frustrating.
Yeah. Mets dropped 2 or 3 to the Red Sox, which is bad for them. It's also bad for the Yankees too, because the Red Sox are in second place, despite being like 5.5 games back.
I think I think they're 5.5 right
now. So the Mets are now 1.5 back from the Phillies.
Well, I do want to mention the Yankee game today. Yorbit Vivas has hit his first career home run.
First career home run today.
And that was the only run scored in the entire game. But it was
good game and you know what? Devin Williams' resurgence. He's
pitching much better now, yeah.
I like how every Met fan was like, Pete Alonso broke that guy. Well, the Yankees broke Pete Alonso. He can't throw to first base anymore.
Yeah, apparently
he threw it all anymore.
Yeah, the next day he threw over another error on against the Red Sox.
Yep.
And then Devin Williams actually had a big moment against Pete Alonso Friday night. He struck him out. Struck out the side. And that was like, it's Pete Alonso. He's going to home run. Devin Williams struck him out. So
it was Senga. Senga was pitching that day where he overthrew Senga.
Yes, in Boston. Yeah.
But did Senga crash into the runner?
Yeah, he did.
I think he did, right? Like it was a bad throw, and he almost got him killed.
And it was like a quarterback throwing a buddy pass to a receiver, you know,
right over the middle, and Jack Tatum's coming. Yeah. Moving on. As I'm leaving the Yankee game yesterday, I go. It's about 90 seconds left in the Knicks game, and my uncle says, "Well, there's 90 seconds left. We only got a 5-point lead. We could still lose."
Playoffs? Don't talk about it. Playoffs? You kidding me?
So I want to apologize to all the Knicks fans out there. My Uncle Mickey is a fucking mush. Why would you even am I wrong? Why would you say some shit like that? He mushed it, right?
Here's the thing that's annoying too, is that they were actually up, I think, 5 with like 34 seconds left.
And he was like, well, we can still lose it. I'm like, what are you fucking stop saying that?
You know what though? They were hitting the thing is, I hate when people are saying the Knicks choke. I mean, yeah, they lost the game, but like they hit every 3 down the stretch. They hit 7 straight threes to end the game. Like, do you understand? Like, you have a 14-point lead and the team hits 7 threes. Like, there's a reason why it's going overtime. And there's nothing, a lot of it's a little luck. And even if that last play by Halliburton, he drops the ball, then decides around to the 3-point line. His foot's it ends up being a 2. He chucks that ball in the air. That's a horrible looking shot. He hits back iron and gets one of the luckiest bounce. That ball was like 20 feet in the air and then drops into the hoop. Like, who would ever think that was going to happen? Well, that his back iron, I thought they won the game. I was like, it's back iron.
Fault. It was Mickey's fault. He said like 4 times, well, we can still lose the game within the last 90 seconds of the game. And my father and I are like, shut the fuck up. Why do you keep saying this?
Yeah, they missed 2 key free throws too. OG missed one, Towns missed one.
Yeah.
And then you also had OG missed the Brunson found him like underneath the basket, wide open, slips out of his hands. He goes to get the rebound. I think that was, they called it originally a foul on Pascal Siakam, which probably should have stood. If you watched his left hand's holding OG's jersey the entire time as he's going up, and then he knocks it loose. So they said it was a loose ball, wasn't a common foul, it was incidental contact. But I think if you look at this, he's holding his jersey with his left hand. So I don't see how you review that and overturn it when the entire time he's holding his jersey while he's going up to get the ball, shoot the ball.
You know what? I watched that game, or I didn't watch the game. I heard the end of it on the radio. And all I could think was Brunson should have hit Halliburton with that fucking chair when I was at SmackDown last year.
He should have. Fuck that.
He should have cracked him with the fucking chair. I hate Halliburton not as much as I hate Reggie Miller, but almost as much as I hate Reggie Miller.
Halliburton's just such a dork. Like, you knew, like, at one point this series he was going to do the choke sign.
Yeah, he's a loser.
He's
an original loser.
And he did it, and he's like, "Oh, now I wasted it." Like, you're such a fucking loser, dude. Like, you knew you were going to use it. He even said it. He said it in the post game. He's like, "I had told the team I plan on pulling out the Reggie Miller choke sign, sometime this series. I just didn't think it'd be this early." And he's like, and then in another post game interview, he said, "Well, I wasted it now. I'm probably not going to do it again now because if I had known that it wasn't a 3, I would have never have done it." Like, dude, like, you're such a loser. And like all these young guys.
I fucking hope we beat. I didn't hear the post game. I was so disgusted. I turned off the fucking radio. I hope we beat the shit out. Indiana shouldn't even have sports teams. It's an inconsequential state. All right, it's like fucking Delaware.
You know what else?
If Indiana went missing tomorrow, the rest of the country would be okay with it.
You know what frustrates me?
That is not true. It's sorry, Rook. It's not. We played golf in Indiana. It was beautiful.
It wasn't on Scoreboard.
Delaware, fuck Delaware. Fuck Delaware. I mean, of course, fuck Delaware. But Indiana, they like the corn, top notch. The golf was very nice. They get a pass.
We were
They make some
barely in
bourbon in
Indiana.
Indiana
What
too,
do they
right?
call it? What do they call it?
MGP.
MGP.
Kentuckyana?
Oh yeah, Kentuckyana. Yeah, that was the name of the area between Kentucky and
Where
Indiana.
we were is Kentuckyana.
Yeah, Kentuckyana. The mixture of Kentucky.
I didn't realize Louisville was literally like Brooklyn to fucking Manhattan. It's like, oh yeah, it's
Manhattan to fucking Jersey
Indiana.
City.
Yeah.
Manhattan to Jersey City, yeah.
Yeah.
I accidentally went to Indiana because I took a wrong turn when we got up to Louisville. Like, remember I got on the wrong fucking lane and I'm like, oh shit, we're in Indiana. I had to pop a Huey and ended up back in Louisville or Louisville.
Louisville.
Yes, I mean, another bad miss was the Miles Turner got a block in the they called it a block. It was really a goaltending against Brunson. And they didn't call it, and then Knicks were out of challenges. So the Knicks couldn't even challenge it, which was frustrating.
Mm-hmm.
And that would have put, I think it would have put them at 4 or 6.
Even
the
broadcast was like, that's fucking goaltending, clear as day.
Yeah, except for Reggie Miller. He called it a block.
Fucking Reggie. You know what's crazy is Reggie Miller's like the greatest thing that the Indiana ever fucking had. Look at his fucking career, like All-Star game appearances. It's got like 5, bro. Like, really? You're the greatest thing? 5?
No, the funny thing is too, they make it seem like he's like a Knick killer. You know, he's like 6-12 against the Knicks in postseason. Like they only won.
You know,
when he did this, the Knicks beat them that series. Like
it's like you know what? Hopefully history repeats itself, and fucking Tyrese Halliburton fucking gets his ass beat. Jalen Brunson with the game-winning 3 in his face. I know they don't fucking play the same, but it doesn't matter. I want Jalen Brunson to hit him with a chair like he should have at Madison Square Garden last fucking July at SmackDown.
You know,
by the way, when I was there, Halliburton came in, and then Jalen Brunson came in. I can't remember who the wrestlers were, but Brunson had a chair in his hands. And when he closed the chair and rolled into the ring, his hand got caught between when you close a folding chair, his fingers got caught in between, and I was like, "Oh God, he just broke his fingers," because he was sitting there like, "Fuck, that hurt."
And in July, I remember he broke his hand in June because they were, in the late May, early June when they were, probably May because he lost the second round last year. So I think he's only 2 months out from his broken left hand. You're like, "Oh God!"
I think he got his hand caught in the thing, and then he took the chair and fucking hit it on the floor. And I was like, he just broke his hand again. Son of a bitch.
You know, it was LA Knight and Brunson were together, but I don't know who they were going after.
Shit. What was the rivalry last year? It's LA Knight and some doucher. But yeah.
Which makes sense. He's with Halliburton. Anyway, fuck Halliburton. Him and his Halliburton. Where did they Alfred Steve said he was Halliburton responsible for 9/11? Is that what he said?
Doesn't Dick Cheney own Halliburton?
That's like one of the conspiracy theories. Is that
by the way, great shirt, Rook.
Oh, thank you. It's Grogu.
Why do you always do that?
What? I don't pick it up. I'm not dancing with it. I'm picking it up.
I clear as day. I already saw it. That's why I said it was great. We all knew what it was. I just appreciate you having my baby on your shirt.
I have one up here. I have one inside too. Sienna has a stuffed one that she sleeps with. She loves it, Grogu. But beyond that, back to the Knicks. I think you just need like, for fans, it's obviously tougher because we're like so invested in it, and like realistically, it was game 1, and it was, I don't know, people saying it's a choke job. Yeah, it was they had a big lead late in that game. They should have won. Pacers went off in that game. It was the worst blown playoff game since the Edmonton blown loss against Dallas in the same night. Did you see that? Edmonton was up 3-1 late in the second. They ended up losing the game 6-3 to Dallas. So like, it happened. You have to have a short memory. Got to bounce back game 2. Take game 2. It's a 1-1 series. It's that's all you need to.
I will say,
if they lose game 2, then I'm all worried.
The Knicks choked. I mean, you didn't choke away the series. You choked away game 1. If you're up by 16 in the fourth quarter and you lose, You choked. You're up by 16.
Yeah, I agree. No, it was. You're right. They choked it away.
Well,
And
no,
if you remember anyone, has anyone else blown a game one recently in New York sports?
Well, the biggest thing is the fact that if you get to if the series goes the distance and you lose, you look back to game one and go, had it in the bag.
That's where you lost.
Yeah,
it's like anything. If you're up by 2 scores in hockey or football in the first period or first quarter, and you lose by 1 score in the fourth quarter, dude, you fucked it up in the first quarter. Like, you could have been up 3, you could have been up 1. If you miss a field goal in the first quarter, you're losing that game by 2 points, easy.
Yeah. And there was a lot of bad turnovers by Brunson yesterday. I think he's got to be better. I think he had like 7 turnovers. He was a -8 yesterday for someone who scored 40 points. That's horrible.
You know what though? I'm going to say this though right now. I feel like we're relying on him to do it all by himself.
Well, that's what annoyed me, because I think when he went out, when he had hit with the 5th foul, they benched him, and everyone was like, "Oh, well, this is not going to be good for the Knicks. What are they going to do?" Knicks then went on a 10-0 run, and the offense was clicking. And they put him into with the 5 minutes left, and every possession was, all right, Brunson takes the ball, Towns gets a pick and roll, he shoots it, and like he does. I'm not saying he misses every shot, but the offense gets more stagnant when you just rely on that one person to make every single play. And I get he's clutch and he scores the most points in the fourth quarter. He's a clutch player of the year. But at that point in that game, like he had many turnovers. I think he had 7 or 8 turnovers in the game. I think they should have just went back to what they were doing before and trying to get the ball, move it around, and have good ball movement. It just seemed like it kept going to Towns, Brunson, and then losing the game.
That's the Jets against the Colts, isn't it? Like Mark Sanchez throwing the football in the first half and it's working, and then the offense being like, "Oh, we're getting too lucky. Let's go back to what we're used to and just run the ball." And then you ran the ball into a loss. It's the same deal. If you're doing well with one thing, right? Conventional, especially if it's unconventional, if it's not what the team that you're playing thought you were going to do. The Pacers were not ready for Brunson to not be on the court and to have to deal with the other people playing it the way they were. They were clearly ready for Brunson to be on the court and everything go through him.
Yeah.
And that's what you practice for, the most likely scenario, not the least likely scenario.
Yeah.
So him being in foul trouble and then coming out and sitting down, they clearly didn't practice for that because they were like, that shit doesn't happen. Yeah. And then it happened, like it's just you practice for the most likely scenario. So like if you're going to throw a curveball at me, right? Like, well, then that's it's like a knuckleballer sneaking a fastball by you. Yeah, that shit happens. Why? Because you don't expect the guy with a knuckleball to fucking throw a fastball ever. He throws the fastball. What the fuck? Why would you throw it so hard?
You're also not going to see Naismith score 5 straight threes again. Fuck like that's not in the final minute of a game. Like that's never going. That's not going to happen again. That's not going. Like he's not that good. Like he's not that good. Did you see when he shoots? It's the ugliest shot ever. I thought they were going to miss every time, and each time he went swished, I was like, "What the fuck? This is so bad." Yeah, no, I mean that's not going to happen again. I don't know. The Knicks are favored in game 2 by they're minus 250 right now, which was higher than when it was in game 1. So I mean, they really do think the Knicks come back, obviously in Vegas, but I don't know. It was a heartbreaking loss. I think you just got to move on. You got to just
I apologize to all the Knicks fans. My uncle fucking mushed the team. He jinxed it. He's that guy that's like, hey, this guy's got a no-hitter going, doesn't he? That's my uncle. He's fucking Michael K.
It's true.
Anybody who doesn't believe in that shit, I'm sorry, I don't know what to tell you. It's real. All right, it happened. We saw it. My uncle was like, we could still lose, and we lost.
I love that when Michael K says that. He's like, it hasn't affected anyone else. It's like, dude, there hasn't been a no-hitter like forever. The unit doesn't work. And they actually I'm saying before Corey Kluber, because before Corey Kluber's no-hitter during COVID, was it the season after in 2021? He was away. Michael K. It was in rain. It was in the Texas Stadium, but Michael K. was calling the game from Yankee Stadium because it was COVID. They still weren't traveling yet in 2021.
I remember that.
And then he was like, "Oh, I'm not like in the." Everyone's like, "Well, because you weren't in the building saying it, you asshole." That's why it didn't. He didn't affect the no hitter because he was saying how he still said, "Oh, it's a no hitter. It's no hitter. It's not. I'm not ruining anything." And then they're like, "Well, you were in the building."
Why do you gotta be an asshole about it? Just fucking play along.
Yeah, I don't know
how everybody feels. So why do you gotta be an asshole? If the crowd, the ones that are listening, that essentially pay your fucking bills, like I don't listen to the Yankee broadcast because of Michael K. I listen in spite of Michael K. Like really listen for Paul O'Neill because and David Cohn.
And David Cohn,
they're both fucking geniuses. God bless. I miss Bobby Mercer and I miss Ken Singleton so much.
You know how I say I like actually. He was actually pretty good. Cameron Maben was actually pretty good.
I like Cameron Maben. I don't like what's his face. John Flaherty. Don't like him. Most boring man in baseball.
Yeah. Yeah, he's not that great either.
Joe Girardi.
Todd Frazier did a couple games. Did you know that last year?
I did not notice that.
He did a couple games last year.
In my old age, when I see things I don't like, I turn it off. So oftentimes I'll turn off, especially last year. They were fucking infuriating.
Yeah. Well, I want to say the reason why Michael Kay says that he could say no hitter during a no hitter is because he said the great Vin Scully once told him that's okay to say it. But I want to be like, you're not Vin Scully.
He's not.
So like, don't do what Vin Scully does because that's why Vin was one of a kind.
Not that I want it to happen, but it something like this needs to happen where like Garrett Cole has a fucking perfect game, and then like Michael Kay says something, and then it's blown, and then Garrett Cole finds out about it and like goes on Michael Kay show or whatever fucking podcast, and it's like, yo, dude, fuck yourself. Fuck yourself hard. I took it personally. You're a dick. You're a fucking mush. And I'm talking to the organization about fucking banning you from being able to fucking say it. Like, I would love that. I would love this motherfucker to have to eat his words and get put in his place and be like, well, I was told I'm not allowed to say it anymore. It's like, good. Thank you. You fucking asshole. Because guess what? The fan's opinion is worth more than fucking you and your conversation with Vince Scully. You fucking work for the fans, motherfucker.
100%.
Yeah. I agree. And then the funny thing is too, like he always talks about who's better booth, SNY or him. Like I actually enjoy the SNY when I watch them at games often. They are funny. What happened? What'd you say?
I don't like Keith Hernandez.
I think Keith Hernandez is funny because they never know what he's gonna say. I saw a clip recently of him. They're talking about hot dogs, and this woman has like her boobs out, like just cleavage showing, and she's just down at a hot dog, and they're like, oh, how much? That's a big hot. How much meat do you think that's in that kind of hot dog? And then he's like, my goodness. And they're like, he's like, you talking about the hot dog? He goes, I was not talking about the hot dog.
Keith Hernandez is like, I did coke off those tits back in the day.
Everybody has their demons,
like that,
but
it's fun.
Everybody has their demons. But if you honestly wouldn't like to stumble on like a Mets broadcast in SNY where Keith falls off the wagon and is just fucking going nuts in the booth.
Doing lines in the booth.
Well,
just fucking spouting off about nonsense.
Earlier this year, this is another fucked up thing they did. I think it was Gary. I think it was Keith. Gary Cohen. Was it Gary Cohen? Yeah, Gary Cohen was
no relation.
They had a split screen of Pete Alonso batting and an Asian guy wearing not a Pete Alonso, but wearing a polar bear hat because Pete Alonso's a polar bear. And
by the way, Mets fans come up with the stupidest fucking nicknames for their players.
Wait, so it's an Asian man wearing this polo hat, and Gary Cohen goes, "What is Kodai doing?" He thought it was Kodai Senga. It was a fan in the crowd.
Oh my god!
He's like, look at Kodai. What is he doing? Like, that's a fan, dude. Like it's not. Oh my god!
Yeah, Mets fans have the stupidest fucking nicknames for their players, like
polar bear.
Where they went on the whole fucking Marvel thing, where I understand the whole Captain America thing for David Wright because he played on Team America and he was the team captain. That made sense. Calling Matt Harvey the fucking Dark Knight or whatever the fucking bullshit they were calling him was the fucking stupidest shit in the world. Talking about guys on cocaine, Matt Harvey. Then Thor for Noah Syndergaard and shit. Like, that was the dumbest shit in the world. And now they're calling their first baseman Polar Bear for some reason. And I don't give a fuck what anybody says. That dude's at least 35. All right.
Wait, where did he come up with the Polar Bear nickname?
No fucking clue. The only thing I can think of is that his back is super hairy. That's the only thing I can think of because his chest is super hairy. He's like 26 years old and he had fucking chest hair like fucking Ron Burgundy. Like,
you know what I realized recently too? I watched him run. He actually kind of runs like a bear. Think about it. He's like, his legs are all like, he's the weirdest running movement.
I don't understand. How about that throw though? That was Chuck Knobloch-esque.
That was not even
like, it wasn't even remotely close. It's like, wow.
He could have underhanded it.
That was rough.
You can't underhand it either, apparently.
That's true because he missed Senga by like fucking 12 feet on Monday.
Yeah, he on the other hand, the Senga and just went over there.
And then Singer got lit up. But we digress. I hope you guys are drinking because we're ready for
Whiskey of the Week.
I love that fucking explosion. Bang! What are we drinking?
TJ, you want to go first? Oh, you know, I saw that today in the store. I was going to ask you about that.
Dude, I love Calumet 15. For a 15-year-old bourbon, you find it on the shelf for about $120, kind of everywhere. And it is just, it's delicious. It's a fantastic bourbon. Shout out to Chris McCormick for turning me on to this one.
Is the T not silent?
Is
Calumet?
Is not Calumet?
What about
It's not Calumet, no.
a French? It's not a French.
It doesn't have to be French. It could be. It could be. What's Chevrolet? Chevrolet is fucking Swiss. I'm pretty sure Chevrolet is named after a Swiss guy.
What about the other Calumets? If you don't care, 15 years, are they good?
I haven't tried the 16. Chris said it was a disappointment, and I still haven't grabbed the 8-year or.
There's a bunch in my liquor store. That's why I was like, oh shit.
Yeah, dude, listen, the 15. It is the perfect balance of sweetness and oak. It's 105 proof. It is. So we all know the deal with BTAC and all that stuff, and anything from Pappy, and it's like really like $200 a bottle MSRP, $150, something like that, and it's just jacked up to thousands of dollars. This is something that is like on that same level, but available and not on the allocation. Like, yeah. I mean, it is just a great 15-year-old bourbon. You figure anything under $10 a year of age is a good value. So, I mean, I know $120, how much you really spending that often on a bottle, but this bottle has lasted me over a year already, and it's just something I like to go to when I want like a full flavor, smooth aged whiskey. It's tremendous, dude. So
I think I texted you about this before, but we had a little whiskey night. We did Four Roses single barrel was one of the bottles we had, and then I went to go get more, and then I found these. This is the OBSF single barrel Four Roses. Then they have the other one, the OBSK and the OESE, whatever it is.
Yeah.
So this is the one that is notes of delicate rye, apple, mint, clove, and cacao. I actually really like this one a lot. I don't know if you've had any of these yet. I don't know if you think it's like gimmicky or not, whatever. I don't know what your opinion is on it, but this one is really good. You can really taste the apple flavor in this one, so I'm actually a really big fan of this one.
Nice. Somebody told me that's
sweet,
a good pour. Somebody told me that it's just they were like, it's fine. It's nothing special. It's nothing to hunt. It's cool to try, but I mean, if it tastes good, dude. I mean, I think those bottles are like $50.
Mm-hmm.
It tastes good and
decent value for a single barrel.
Yeah, it's single barrel, $50, and then I'm not gonna try the other flavors yet. I mean, they have them at my liquor store, so maybe I'll probably don't pick up the other ones. I'll probably get this one again another time because I'm already done with this one pretty much. Yeah, it's good. It's light, it's sweet. I love it. It's good.
Wow, I love Lamp.
I love it. I love Lamp.
What do you got, Nick?
Yeah.
So obviously you guys were at my farewell party last Saturday that just passed, and people brought me like 10 bottles of whiskey. It was almost like an intervention, but like the opposite, where like instead of like telling me I have a problem, you celebrated it, which is really nice. So I actually broke out 1792 full proof.
Oh, that's fine. That's what
my dear friend Anthony got me.
Who's that's a store pick. Which store pick is that? The sticker on the bottom.
Oh, is that what it is?
Yeah.
Sazerac
store pick. Very nice.
Yeah, Barrel Select.
I didn't realize. I just saw 17. It was a decent price for that too.
It's 125 proof, so it's a little overproof for like.
Yeah, that's why it's a full proof, man. That is it's gonna put a little Kentucky hug into your chest there.
Yeah, by law, bourbon cannot be any more than 80 proof. So this is 62.5 or something like that.
Yeah. No, 80%.
80%.
less than 80 proof, more than it can't be higher than 160 proof.
Oh no, it can't go into the barrel more than 80 proof.
No.
I'm reading distilled to no more than 160 proof. My bad. I'm sorry. 80% volume. My bad.
Thank you.
All right.
Yeah, they can't go. Can't go
80%. Yes, my bad. Wait, hold on.
Right? Isn't that what it is? Can't go in the barrel more than 160?
125. Entered into the container for aging at no more than 125 proof.
Yeah, but that's their distilling process. Like what?
No. He's right. It can't go in higher than 125. It can't come out of the barrel higher than 160, and it can't go. It can't come out any lower than 80 proof because then it's, I think, a
spirit. It's not liquid. It's not liquor anymore. It's spirits.
Right.
Okay.
Which who the fuck drinks spirits? Fuck that noise, bro. They sell spirits in Japan, by the way. Apparently, they're really good.
Like the olden days, they drank spirits.
Well, yeah, because they accidentally let shit sit out and it became alcoholic without them trying. Like if you get cider, if you leave cider sitting in the jar too long, guess what? It's got some adult cider.
Kick to it.
I love the fact that like just random things were made up about spirits and different. Like back in the day, like, oh yeah, wormwood and absinthe makes you go crazy. It's like, no, people just fucked up in the head and they're like, yeah, I had some absinthe and that's why I totally committed those crimes. It's like, oh God, we should totally ban absinthe.
Here's my question. When was the last time you had absinthe?
And
did you have it the right way?
I have done it with the water drip through the spoon with the sugar and all that shit. It makes it nice, cloudy green.
I'm fairly certain
it's
you
not
did
great.
it the wrong way and you took that spoon and you got a lighter and you were like,
no, there was no percolating, no glass pipes, no fucking syringes.
Jesus.
There was no dabbling in the opioid.
That always reminds me of what was that show on ESPN? Playmakers with fucking what's his face? Cuba Gooding Jr.'s brother. Omar Gooding smoking crack before a football game.
That show was nuts. That show ran like 5 or 6 episodes. They got canceled because the NFL didn't want them to do it anymore.
I met one of the guys from that show.
Oh yeah?
Yeah. The guy that plays Buffalo. His name is Marcellus Thedford. Marcellus Thedford.
Sound like you had a speech impediment for a second.
He's actually married to her name escapes me right now. She was on Boy Meets World.
Oh,
she plays Angela on Boy Meets World.
Yeah,
her name is escaping me.
Why did I say Vanessa? Angela.
I have no idea. Yeah, he's married to her. They met on the set of Daylight with Sylvester Stallone. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
This nigga's stuck in the tunnel.
So I saw her at a con, and I was like, "Is that Marcellus Thedford back there?" And she's like, "Yeah, it's my husband." I was like, "Get the fuck out of here!" And he was like, "Did somebody say my name?"
Yeah, so remember who I was
because he wasn't there for like the con. He was just there supporting his wife.
Yeah, it was his wife.
And I'm the asshole that was like, "Can I get you both in the picture?" And she's like, "He's not working." And then he's like, "No, I'll get in the picture. It's great."
Oh, I was gonna say he really refused to get in.
No, his wife didn't want him to get in. She's like, "This is my time. What the fuck?"
And he got in the picture though?
Hell yeah, he got in the picture. Great guy, Marcellus Thedford. Great guy.
That is.
They definitely have like a fucking husband and wife type of bet. It's like, how many people recognize you at your event? Like versus, like, you know what I mean?
He's like,
the tally. Boom, got it.
I'm bad. I said Marcellus. His name's Marcelo. Marcelo Thedford.
What else is he in?
He's in. Oh, so he was on Playmakers. He was in. What's it called? Daylight. He was in Employee of the Month. He played Semi.
Oh yeah, Semi.
He played Semi in Employee of the Month. I remember him from those 3 specifically. Apparently, he was in Volcano, but I've never seen that, so I couldn't tell you what else.
I saw Volcano.
I think I've seen any of those movies.
You've never seen Employee of the Month?
I don't think so.
It's half decent.
Really?
Who's in it?
Dane Cook.
I think I might have seen some of that. Is that one Jessica Simpson?
Yes.
Yeah, I did see some of that. Yeah.
Oh, by the way, his wife's name is Trina McGee. It just fucking hit me like a rock.
Do you have a picture of you with them or no?
Yeah.
You trying to pull it up?
Yeah.
I think you were pulling up on the computer. I was like, oh, let me see.
No, I was looking at his IMDb.
Oh.
But yeah, I met them. I met most of the cast of Boy Meets World except for Fred Savage, who apparently ghosted all the people from the show.
Fred Savage?
So weird. He got his nose fixed, which it didn't need to be fixed in the first place. But he got a nose job and then like
Which Savage?
Huh?
Which Savage brother?
Fred. Ben. I'm sorry, Ben.
I was to say Fred was in Boy Meets World for a little bit.
He was on for a little bit. No. Fred, Ben ghosted everybody after Girl Meets World. Like Will Friedle came out and was like, "Yeah, he ghosted us. He just doesn't talk to us anymore. I don't know why. I don't know what I did to him, but he just doesn't talk to us anymore." And what was even crazier is Will Friedle, super nice dude, super nice. We ran lines from Batman Beyond together. It was wild.
You should ask Norton lines from My Date with the President's Daughter.
I have not seen that as much as I've seen.
You should be like, "I'll be the president's daughter." You got to be with your son. He'd be like,
check it out.
Weird.
That's me, Trina McGee, who's like 4 foot tall.
Yeah.
And Marcelo Thedford and my wife.
Ah, he's a big dude.
He's huge. Fucking huge. Everybody else is super short. Like, there's Ryder Strong.
Oh, wow, you're taller than him.
Yeah, I am. The only one that was like a normal size was fucking Will Friedle. Like, look, this one of the Lawrence brothers. I forget his
Joey?
name. No, Joey's shorter than him. Matthew.
Oh, Matthew.
And Will Friedle's like 6 feet.
Joey's right? Blossom.
Joey's got Doc Martens on, and he's still shorter than me.
Whoa. Yeah, I was gonna say teacher probably could do a good whoa.
You know who's super, super short? Fucking what's his name? Jason Marsden.
Yeah. He's like 5'3", right?
Yeah.
Like 5'3", 5'4".
He's
Jason
shorter.
Marsden, not James Marsden.
Jason, yes, Jason Marsden.
Is it his brother? Are they related?
No, they're not related. Totally not related. No, Jason Marsden has to be like 4'11".
Oh, that's the guy who does the voice from Goofy Movie.
Yes. He also plays Rich.
He looks like a child.
Step by Step.
He plays Rich on Step by Step. Right, he plays Jason on Boy Meets World.
Yes, you're right. Okay.
Yeah, he was only there for like 6 episodes.
Yeah, he's in. Yeah,
he's in the first season. He plays Eric's best friend.
He plays Eric's best friend. That's right.
And then the following season, he ends up on Step by Step, and then he ended up on Full House. At the end of Full House, he plays Nelson.
Mm-hmm.
But he's like 4'11" because Meredith's like 2 inches, 3 inches taller than he is.
Yeah, he's definitely short. I saw him recently. They had a picture of him and Bill Farmer, who's the voice for Goofy, because of the 30th anniversary back in March.
Right, I saw that.
And he looks like a child next to Bill Farmer. Bill Farmer, I don't think he's that big of a guy, but
Christopher Lloyd. I met Christopher Lloyd. Super giant human being.
Really?
His hands are like fucking huge. His hands are like the gap between his fucking thumb and his pinky is like a foot.
Really?
Yeah. Guy's gigantic bony hands like a fucking skeleton. When we get off the air, I'll show you a picture of the man's hands. They're fucking huge. Actually, you know what? I wouldn't call them bony. They're just like very long fingered.
Were you like, "Hey, can I just take a picture of your hand?"
I'm telling you, you're gonna see his hand.
Just give me your hand.
And it might be that his hands are closer to the camera, and he's like this, but his hand looks like it's bigger than his fucking skull. Like, you know, the old like, if your hand is bigger than your face, like, yeah, that. His hand is bigger than his face. But we're out of time. Nice talking to you guys this week. We'll catch you again next week. Same bat time, same bat channel. Anything to say before we go, guys?
Go Knicks. It's just one game.
I kind of want to high five Christopher Lloyd now. I'm not going to fucking lie.
His handler won't let you touch his hands.
Just be a crisp one.
He freaked the fuck out because they were like, "Don't touch him," and he was like, "Really?" Because he had no problem touching me. You're the one that's freaking out. Who knows?
Don't touch the bony ends.